What is up, my little sugar buggers? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new speed build. So today, you guys, I am here with a base game build, and it is called Cape Fraud. So the reason why I decided to call it Cape Fraud is because on the exterior, okay, I wanted it to kind of like emulate a Cape Cod inspired type of home, but since we are only using the freaking base game, my options are severely limited. So once we get into the interior, it kind of takes on a more traditional look, which of course, if you guys wanted to go ahead and like renovate it using cats and dogs to make it a little more, you know, Cape Cod, you could totally go ahead and do that. Also, side note, my voice is kind of in and out right now. Taking a little vacation. I'm sick, as you guys may or may not be able to tell. And then I just ate some delicious, I mean, absolutely freaking phenomenal barbecued chips. Why does that sound so weird? And because I am a literal freaking Slavosaurus, I scarfed them down whole, and just scratched the whole inside of my freaking throat, and it hurt, and I screamed. I might have even sweared. So I'm kind of struggling right now, I'm not gonna lie. So let me just tell you a little bit about this house. So again, I went with just base game. I tried to make it look as fluid as I possibly could to a Cape Cod home. I also went ahead and pulled out some of these debug planter boxes. Surprisingly, you can still do a lot with base game when it comes to the exterior. It was definitely the interior that I struggled with a freaking hell of a lot. So here we are creating a little back porch area. I am using these colonial columns just because I thought they kind of fit the build a little bit better, and the porchway is so cute. I do change it a little bit towards kind of like the middle of the video because that flat roof, there we are. I love speeding things up because the flat roof, you can agree, right? It didn't look right. So I kind of made it more of the same texture as the rest of the house. And then, so for the exterior, you're going to notice like there's two little decks. Unfortunately, because I wanted to make the second floor somewhat habitable, I noticed for whatever reason, I wasn't able to put a doorway there. So neither of the balconies are accessible through a door. I mean, you could technically put a door there and make them functional if you wanted to. Okay, I'm letting you know this right now, a little secret. But the thing is that for whatever reason, the game is going to put a roof right through your windows, and that might irk some people. So I'm going to just leave it up to you whether you take the windows out that we're about to put in and put up some doors instead, so that you can enjoy the starry night sky in Willow Creek or wherever the hell you decide to put this house. We're actually building, I think, in Newcrest right now, if I'm not mistaken. I could be right, I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. But even though this build may not be anything special to you, it's special to me for many reasons. Typically with builds like this, I would not do the planters like I normally do. I wouldn't even dare to make the second floor, the attic space, habitable, like I said earlier, especially because of how bad I struggled. And also, we are finally, first time freaking ever, using the new functional stairs. So they're kind of like in an L right now, and honestly, this made things so much easier for me. And the only thing I didn't like is the fact that, I don't know if you guys can tell, there's like this little black line right there. Well, to kind of like get rid of that, all you need to do is just add in another like full length wall piece to kind of fix that little bump out that kind of naturally happens. But for a hot second, y'all, I was seriously freaking worried. I was worried so freaking bad. So you're gonna notice in the beginning, I'm trying to go for that kind of beachy Cape Cod theme. I don't even know how many times I can say Cape Cod, but I've said it a lot. And with that, it's kind of like this more like light, it's not really nautical, but it's like kind of like a light color palette. Whites, maybe some beigey browns, also little like sky blue accents here and there. And I was really going for it, you guys. I had full intentions of making it happen, but unfortunately just wasn't working out for me. So I went ahead and did, of course, I get so much flack for this, but you know what? I feel like Kayla gets a lot of flack for building blue Suburbans. Granted, she's definitely branched out, and oh my God, her Art Deco theater build, hands down, if you guys haven't seen it, you definitely need to watch it. It's one of the most amazing, inspiring, just beautifully fluid masterpieces I have ever seen. And I swear to God, I'm like, as I was watching it right before I was about to do the speed build, and I'm like, trash, delete. But you know what? I'm not going to be so hard on myself, because honestly, I too have come a very long way. So anyways, super sad behind the scenes that I have to do another brown kitchen, but I like this kitchen. You know, it's very open, and that's what I love about this house. Is you're gonna notice like the downstairs floor plan is very, very open, perfect for entertaining. You can have lots of people in the space, and you're not gonna feel like you're sharing each other's shoes. Like, you're gonna have a lot of room, and I like that a lot. Lots of counter space as well. You don't see it here, but I do promise I kind of cluttered it up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I totally freaking forgot. Now, the main space. This was where the layout of the home ultimately caused me a lot of issues. It's very like long, very narrow, square based kind of floor plan. And with those types of builds, it's really hard to kind of fit everything else in where you would like it to go. So originally, you know, everything is going good, going swimmingly. And then I just realized, oh my God, this wall here where initially I put a bookshelf, it's just too much. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you feel like you're walking into like some sort of office, like an auditorium. But to get my mind off of that, I daydream a little bit about cars. So I put a little faux car in the front, and I really, 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 really like the cars so much, especially in Debug. If you guys haven't played with those, they really just add like this little element of realism. I literally sounded like I was just gonna eat your ears. I'm sorry, this is not ASMR, but they add a little bit of realism that I just really desperately crave in game. It kills me. And so I really hope that if fingers crossed University comes out, which I'm hoping will be the next expansion, I hope that they throw in cars. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but honestly, I don't even care. Just throw them in. Just add them in there. Nobody is even going to question it or think twice. So anyways, for now, the Debug ones work absolutely freaking perfectly. So for the room, I wanted to have lots of space. You know, I wanted to keep it very cohesive with the color palette. I'm also using accent pieces or accent colors, I guess, on the exterior, which is something I don't do, and I am kicking myself in the shins, which hurts, by the way, because I didn't actually add in the green that's on the interior to the exterior, like the trimming and the fencing. I could have done it, but I do in the finished build. You might actually see that in the photos at the end. I do kind of do some final like last minute touches and tweaks, and so here we are to the first bathroom. Yeah, there's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, which definitely makes this home well-rounded in my personal opinion. Again, it's kind of like odd in shape, but I like it. It's just different. For me, it's different. For you, it's probably like, okay, just another, you know, whatever type of build. But for me, especially with my style, this is a little bit out of the box. Not a lot. I got a whole leg, but you know, we still got a long ways to go. And so for the second bathroom, I decided just to put in a full tub. I could have probably added in the other shower tub combination. I honestly don't know what made me just put in a regular tub. Like, hi, just throwing it in there. I don't know. I might change that before I upload it to the gallery. In my head, because I do a lot of like affordable, you know, budget type of homes, I think that is kind of like I was cutting costs. You know, I was trying to put a couple extra simoleons in your pocket, but it just looks dumb. So I'm gonna fix that before I upload this to the gallery. And then originally I was just gonna turn the attic space into like an office or something, but then I decided to just make it like for a little boy or a little girl, whatever you want, just a kid's room, you know. And it's kind of, again, like a really awkward freaking space, but it's functional, and I really like that a lot. This is definitely a home, even though it is base game, regardless of what you do or what you use it for, I feel like you could do so much with it. And yes, unfortunately, there is going to be some siding, as you guys will notice, in the upstairs attic / bedroom. There isn't really anything I can do about that for whatever reason. On that side of the wall, it was like recognizing it as the interior, probably why I was having so many problems, you know, with the door. But in the end, we pull it all together and it ends up being fine. So believe it or not, the landscaping of this home is kind of like one of my favorites. I really love what I end up doing with it. At first I was going to go for like more of these like fir trees kind of a thing, but then I decided to just go and throw in the birches, also add in a couple shrubberonis. You might see some more Debug objects making the light of day. I was going to use these, but I don't know, there's something just eye-piercing about how bright they are, you know? And so I decided to, even though it looks kind of cute right now, actually it looks super cute. Do you guys do that? Like you're building and you do something in the moment you absolutely despise, and then you go back later, whether it is a speed build or something of the sort, of photo or whatever, and you're like, dude, it wasn't that bad. It was actually good. Kind of having that moment right now. But I do keep it relatively simple at best. Of course, depending on your budget, you can come in here and spruce things up a little bit, and you can renovate the whole house altogether. It honestly doesn't matter. In fact, I'm going to put this on the gallery at Gen 2606 for you guys, so you can download it and do whatever the hell it is that you want. And so with that said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. I hope that you'll enjoy it, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun doesn't shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
2 a.m. in the car playing our favorite song. Turn it up, windows down, we sing along. The summer night has just begun. The moon is bright, let's have some fun. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go.